Hey everyone, welcome to Butterfly Learning's YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about useful consequence tips for parents. Useful consequence tips for parents. Consequence is what happens right after the behavior. These are not good and bad. Ultimately, consequences increase or decrease the possibility of a behavior occurring again in the future. Every consequence is different. Some work excellently to help children learn desirable behaviors and skills that are important in their activities of daily living. Others might reinforce challenging behaviors, and the child might learn through these they can communicate their unmet needs. In order to implement them correctly, you need to understand what are the consequences you need to avoid, and what are the consequences you need to follow. So what are some consequences you need to avoid? 1. Giving the child negative attention. Getting attention from parents and caregivers means a lot for a child, regardless if it is positive or negative, because for them the value of getting attention is much more than compared to not getting it at all. When you yell at the child, it gives the child negative attention, which increases the occurrence of challenging behavior in the future. Also, scolding the child or punishing them harms their self-esteem. 2. There is a delay in consequences. Children learn behaviors through consequences. The more immediate the consequence is, the child will link the behavior with the consequence. If you delay it, the child will not link it and engage in challenging behavior. You need to be prompt. 3. Consequence doesn't match with the behavior. Parents get overwhelmed because there are some days they cannot manage their own emotions. If the child shows a behavior or is trying to learn a new one, they get irritated and overreact. This overreaction didn't match with the behavior. Whatever motivation the child has diminishes, and they may give up on learning the alternate behavior or skill. 4. Parents do it unknowingly. When a child is learning to wear a shirt, did most of it very well. When it came to buttoning the sleeves, the child faced difficulty and could not put the button in the hole. Parents notice and do it for them. By doing so, the child has learned instead of trying. They show their wrists to the parent for help. How do you deliver consequences effectively? 1. Give positive attention to good behaviors. Giving positive attention to your child's good behaviors is reinforcing, and it motivates them to continue engaging in good behavior. Giving positive attention has a powerful impact on the parent-child bond. Also, it has a positive impact on the child's self-esteem. Not only attention, you can also give hugs, praises, kisses, smiles, high fives, etc. These are the social reinforcers that work very well. 2. Resume the task. When the child engages in challenging behavior during a task, help the child calm down first. Resume with the task. If the child needs some help, then provide it. Give the child a break, but ask them to return to the task. If the child finds the task complicated, then divide it into small parts. This is a way to ensure that the child doesn't use escape as a strategy. However, once in a while, you can be lenient. There are moments when children don't want to do anything. Make sure that you praise the small efforts and attempts. This keeps the child motivated to finish it. Once they are done, give them the reinforcement of their liking. 3. Create reinforcement charts. Tangible rewards are one of the most effective reinforcers for a child. Basically, you need to introduce a token system to your child. Tokens can be smiley, stars, plastic chips, etc. Explain to the child that if they engage in desired behavior, then they will earn a token. Once the child collects the required number of tokens, then he will get the reward of his liking. Remember, this reward needs to be too special as compared to other reinforcers. For example, a special toy that will motivate the child to work hard. The access to should be limited. It should be only given when the child has collected all the tokens. However, keep changing the reinforcers at regular intervals, because the child might get bored with them after some time. This might result in the child giving up. 4. Give reinforcement immediately. If a child is learning a new skill, give them the reinforcement immediately. The child will link the behavior with the reward. Give it with enthusiasm and often until the child's waiting time or tolerance level increases. That's it. Check the description below for more info on this topic, and don't forget to subscribe to the Butterfly Learning's YouTube channel.